Good morning, Internet. This is part 5 of the build, the V4R conversion to a track bike, and it is early morning here in California, and and this is one of those things, when I have a project like that, I have sleepless nights because that is going in my head all day, all night, pretty much until it's done. This is driving me. So today I wanna change the air filter to a race air filter. There's nothing special with that. The good thing is that it's got a little bit more airflow in there. It's not what people expecting it to do. It just gives that bike a little bit more breathe, and it is all depending on the tune later on, which is coming very soon. The main thing is that this is A, more airflow, and B, it's cleanable, so that makes that part easier. I still have a lot to do on the front end right there. I still have to bleed the air out of the clutch and brake system. And then I'm going into the rear end, the whole swing arm section, including the gear ratios, the sprocket ratios there. So this will be all lightened up, same time, all cleaned up, because there's some dirt going on there. I still have to remove the rear sets to look what can be done here, clean this all up. And then the tank. Gotta isolate the tank, give this a heat shield and all that stuff, and that can go back on. And then finalizing here my kill switch here, which goes on. I can't wait for that one, but that's gonna be not easy because of the measures. I will explain when that time comes. I'm all done with this here, which looks really nice, and then all that little stuff is coming now. Let's do it. Okay, removing or changing the air filter should be way easier than on the old model, especially the 1199, which was here in the airbox, and the hole was just as big as the air filter itself. That was so painful. I expect some struggle here too, but removing these two and these two should open up this box here, and then I should be able to push it out and the new one back in. Let's see how easy or hard it is. So yeah, it is that easy actually. I wonder how easy or hard it will be to get the new one in. I found a little guest in there too. A dragonfly. So this is done. This can go. What I'm doing next is taking care of these grips. I actually like these grips. They are soft-ish, so grip-ish, and thicker. I like to have I have big hands, and I like to have those grips a little thicker, so I'll leave them on. I actually have the MotoGP grips there, but I'm saving them, keep them on until they're worn. What I gotta do though is that to safety wire these, because they keep sliding down here, and so this is a little safety tip for y'all. They're sliding down, especially the throttle, and then ending up on the handlebar end, on the bar end. And what happened then is that the rubber stuck on the bar end, and the throttle can't close properly anymore. I already pushed it up here already, so it actually can. So, but you can tell already, it's sliding down and over this bar end, and that makes that throttle stuck. That's quite a feature, quite a safety thing, you know. And I see that many times in our classes when they do the braking drill, that they it sounds like while they're braking, they're still stuck on the throttle. This is one of the reasons, guys. You got to watch out what you're doing. Yeah, so I will push this back up, put them in the right place. I'm thinking this got to go. I mean, I will put it upside down. This goes down. And then safety wire, one here, one there. Show you later how it looks like. So this is kind of how you're starting it out. You make it long enough. You start out from low here, fold it over, and then down here, so you have it twice around literally. And then down here you put it together, and then with the pliers, you pull on it while you twist, cut it off, and fold it up into the rubber so that it doesn't peek in your hands and your fingers. It goes here and here. Yeah, and that makes that doesn't go away. So there you have it. So throttle is all the way up. The grip is sitting, secured with safety wires. The ends are folded into the rubber so it doesn't peek or stuck to your gloves. And that's how it's supposed to look and feel like. So once done, I used to put these guys over the rubber. I cleaned them up with a little brake cleaner. And once they are cleaned up, I used to put this over. So when you work on your bike, you probably grab a lot of times to the handlebars and then to the grips and mess them all up again. This is also good for when you load the bike and stuff like that with dirty hands and all that. This is more important than you might think it is, to keep these grips in shape and clean. Because this is one of the few spots where you hang on the bike, you know? Okay, I just went to the auto store and got me a hex tool that is going to be needed to get these bolts out. They are glued in, red glue. That's going to be a pain in the ass. And I also got this. This is hopefully long enough, and that's like a heat shield. It can wrap around. This is then with Velcro wrap around these oil lines. This one and this one. It's more the other one because it's closer to the exhaust, and it gets heated up by the exhaust, both sides. So this is the oil cooler. Means the engine oil gets heated up just by this. It's I believe too close, and it can be done with a little heat shield, with a small heat shield, and dropping some degrees in temperature there. Can't be bad. I also did a top off that was pretty empty actually. I topped that one off, and there is a little viewing window. Where is it? There it is. So you can only see this from here. Well, now it is. I filled it up to specs, and then I marked it here on the outside so I can always see on both, literally on both sides, once the fairings are off, what the status is. Makes that a little easier in the future. Yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, gotta say, yeah, this is holding me up here for a long time. I had to recut some bolts here. This whole gluing it in with red glue, the red one, which is literally like concrete, is fucking bolts up. This is so painful, really. I mean, there's a too much, you know. So I had to recut these these threads now they're going easy in and out. This is where the kill switch button goes. The original key unit goes out, which is hella heavy, and I don't want to have a key peeking out, crashing on it, it breaks off and all that stuff. So I've been there. Ask me how I know. So this is where that unit goes, and the problem here is right now, not right now. This is done, but the next problem here is there's usually a plastic cover. This will be replaced with carbon, and when the key or the kill switch button is in, it has a certain height, so that just peeks out of this plastic or carbon just as much. So that piece of carbon has to be prepared to allow the bigger head of this button. And then I will have to find the right height here to allow then the finishing bolts going up here into the carbon up there. So that will be a challenge. I took already measures. It should be all right. The button should come halfway out. And it should be all right. So that a little tricky is that it's kind of a cheat here. You know, you put your key into a 3D printed piece, and then the upper ring of the original lock stays so that the key can be detected, and the rest is plug and play. So. And it looks just fucking awesome. I love it. And you're gonna love it too, I'm very sure. It ain't that expensive either. So, and I believe they have pretty much all bikes covered, all categories covered there. So you might look it up yourself. What else have I done? I was looking into the battery here. This is a lithium battery, super light actually. Yes, there are lighter ones out there, but I'll think about this when time comes for this battery. So as for now, it's just fine and it's super light. I lost the bolt somewhere here, and I can't find it, by the way. It's sometimes when you get frustrated and a little mad, then you do mistakes like that. However, it sooner or later will fall out, or I will fall over it on a track. What else have I done? I cleaned up this side here, this whole area. I replaced as much as I could into aluminum and titanium. Right here. This will come later once the exhaust is here, because I'm sure I will need this bolt here to install. I prepared this like an old rear set. To put in, and so I can lift this bike up on here, because these are movable rear sets. I can't use this to jack it up, so I will mount these right and left, and then I have a way to lift up the bike and to get this stand out, so I can get to the whole swing arm area, because all this will come out. It's going to be interesting. I don't know yet if I do the front end or the rear end first. I seriously don't know. But same time, I will swap those tires and all that. So I think next I will attack the tank, getting this, what's that called? The heat shield on, etc. And then if I still have the motivation for today, because I'm a little short on patience right now, then I will mount it. If not, tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. It ain't nice from here, that's for sure, but it will work. So, what's still silver in there, that this is already insulation, whatever. So what paid most attention to is the lower part down here, so that looks nice, because this is actually peeking out a little bit here, and then that will be covered with a little cover, covered with a cover, like that. So I bet that looks actually pretty cool, and it's functional. Yeah, so will this help a lot? No, but that's how this is. It's adding up, and that's all what it is. Oh, but it's I don't even remember if I showed you the gas tank cap, which I replaced for that Rizoma gas tank cap, which I found way too fancy. This is way more functional and simple. Sometimes less is more, you know. So it kind of looks like part of a spaceship, doesn't it?